Today I'm going to discuss the most important chapter is We Are Not Afraid to Die from the Hornbill book class 11th. The story is written by the Garden Cook and the Alan East. The story is about a 37-year-old businessman who is the narrator of the story. He has a wife and the two children named Jonathan aged 6 years old and Susan 7 years old. He and his wife both dreams of a voyage around the world on their ship's walkers, which is 23-meter long and 30-ton wooden hull, just like that of the famous Captain James Cook. The narrator and his wife plan a voyage around the world just like the famous Captain James Cook. They have been preparing and prefacing their seafaring skills for the past 16 years. They get a ship which is 23-meter long and weighs 13 tons. The whole family started sailing from the Plymouth, England on July 1976, and the initial phase of the journey was from Africa to Cape Town. It was pleasant. While heeling east along with two newly hired crewmen, the strong waves continuously hitting them, and their survival becomes a question. The story tells us about how they fought each and survived till the end. The narrator is relaxed and full of confidence as the weather is deteriorated and they had faced the gigantic waves. They took precautions for themselves and struggled from the disaster. The narrator becomes a grim, but it exudes the fighting spirit, confidence, and strong willpower. By the morning or 6th January, waves walkers round out of storm, and by the evening they sighted he Amsterdam Island. The narrator is now feeling relaxed, confident, joy, and stress-free apparently. The process of outcome from the gigantic situation. In order to protect the ship from the rough weather, the captain decided to slow it down. Therefore, he dropped the storm zip and lashed heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stem. Then they double fastened everything and went through their life raft drill. The theme of the story. The story We Are Not Afraid to Die shows the family adventure which is out of on a voyage. This story is an encounter described by an author which is experienced while taking the voyage. This story brings many emotions which help us to understand the importance of a bonding in a family. In this disaster situation, how each family member perseveres to survive in this deadly situation. This story also shows the struggle of a father determined to save his family and leaves no stones unturned to bring the situation under control. The whole story revolves around the family and their positive attitude which saved everyone. The conclusion of the story. The conclusion of the story is the collective power of unity and the never failing confidence of the sailor made it possible for them to survive and come out from the jaws of death. By this story, we comes to know that how the narrator and his wife plan a voyage around the world just like the famous Captain James Cook. They have been preparing and prefacing their seafaring skills for the past 16 years. They get a ship and which is 23-meter long and weight 30 tons. By the morning or the 6th January, waves walker round out of the storm, and by the evening they sighted he Amsterdam Island. The narrator is now feeling relaxed, confident, and joy and stress. The process of outcome from the gigantic situation, which is the most important point in this whole story, because in all the questions you have to mention it how they come out from the storm. In order to protect the ship from the rough weather, the captain decided to slow it down. Therefore, he dropped the storm zip and lashed heavily mooring rope in a loop across the stem. Then they double fastened everything and went through the their life rough drill. The theme of the story is also very important point. This story brings many emotions which help us to understand the importance of a bonding in a family in this disastrous situation, how each family member persevered to survive in this deadly situation. This story is also shows the struggle of a father determined to save his family and leaves no stone unturned to bring the situation under control. The whole story revolves around the family and their positive attitude which saved everyone. The conclusion of the story is also very important point because the here we mention it that the collective power of the unity and the never failing confidence of the sailor made it possible for them to survive and come out from the jaws of death. I hope you like this video, which is very important according to examination point of view. First of all, if you have to face the 10 marks question in your examination, and either the question will be related from the anything, if you want if the question is coming like shows please describe the emotions of the family, and please describe the another question will becomes like the process of outcome from the diagnostic situations. Mm. And the emotions of the family and what kind of the emotions of the family and their childrens and all that things, and how they have the managed to come out from the storm with the positive attitude and all that thing. You have to write this answer because this answer is suitable for all kind of long questions which will be coming in your examination, especially like 10 marks questions. So please like and subscribe my channel if you really wants to know the further chapters details and long answer details you will be facing in your examinations like 10 marks questions. And you have to describe your answer in the same manner. First of all, you have to mention it, the writer introductions and the family structure and all that things, and which kind of planning they have, and the whole family started sailing from the Pythagoras, England, how the story started and all that things, and which kind of difficulties they have faced, and the process of outcome from the ignition situation is also very important point. And the theme of the story is also very important. You have to mention the theme of the story which brings so many emotions, and the most important thing, the bonding of a family. And the conclusion of the story is that the collective power of the unity and a never feeling confident of the sailor made it possible for them to survive an outcome from the job jobs of the death. Thank you. I hope you like my video. Thank you so much. I will